Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you how to make these super cute little aroma bead car air fresheners for your car, or you can hang them in your closet or your locker at school. You can make them any shape you want, and they're super simple, they're super fast, and let me show you how I do it. So first you're going to need to get some unscented aroma beads. They come in like this 1 pound bag. I ordered mine offline, and I will link down below the website where I ordered them from. It's called sensationalgifts.com, and I'm sorry, sentimentalgifts.com. And the 1 pound bag cost $3.99. So you get this whole bag for $3.99. Alright, so what you're going to need to do is you're going to want to get like a mason jar, and you'll need a measuring cup. You will also need candle dye. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. I think it was like $4, $4.99. I picked it up from Hobby Lobby. And you will need some fragrance oil. I also got this from Sentimental Gifts online. They also have it on Amazon. You can get it. You can use essential oils. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. I just got all mine from Sentimental Gifts. You'll need a cookie cutter, any shape you like. I found the party store, the Ultimate Party Store, had a ton of options. I got a fleur-de-lis, I got a pineapple, I've got a boot, I've got a hat. And you want it to be metal. And you need it to be metal because it's going to go in the oven, and if you use a plastic one, it's going to melt. Okay. So, get you a mason jar. You're going to use about a cup to a cup and a half of the aroma beads. This little funnel that I'm using is actually part of my canning set for like when I make salsa, but it fits perfectly into the mason jar. So that's why I'm using that. So I'm going to pour about a cup in there. Yeah, that's just 1 cup, and I think that's going to be plenty. It's going to fill it up about halfway like that. Then you're going to use very, very, very little candle dye. Like I'm talking like 2-3 drops at the most. And it will stain your hands. So if you have gloves, I recommend wearing them. I don't have any right now, but I wish I did. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to use this candle dye. This is the Royal Blue. I picked it up from Hobby Lobby. I think it was $4.99, but I used the Hobby Lobby 40% off coupon. Just going to put very, very little. That's enough. Like, that's enough. And you're also going to need a baking sheet. I'm using an old, ugly one that I just use for crafts, you know. So, look again, like that's all the dye that I'm putting in there. Now, I'm going to use this coconut for my scent. And you're going to need 2 tablespoons of that. Look, there's my little 2 tablespoons. I'm actually just going to take this thing off because I feel like it makes it come out faster since I'm using so much. If I was only going to use a few drops, I'd leave that on. I just popped it off. Use about 2 tablespoons of that. Pour it right in your jar. Alright, so now I've got the fragrance oil, which is clear. You can't see it in there. And I've got the few drops of candle dye. It's important that you use candle dye and not soap dye or any other kind. You need candle dye. Unfortunately, in my Hobby Lobby, I only saw 2 colors, red and blue. But of course you can mix them and make purple and, you know, use a little bit of red to make it more pinkish. But on Sentimental Gifts you can order other colors. Alright, so put it in, put your lid on. I recommend you get a Sharpie and you write the scent that you're using in here if you're going to be using more than 1 scent on other jars. And just shake it. Look how quickly that color spread. Now, if you'll see, it's kind of all sticking to the jar like that. So what you want to do is you want to let this sit for between 24 hours, 72 hours, until this is all dry. When it's all dry, the beads won't stick to the jar anymore, and the aroma beads will have soaked up all the oil and all the dye. During the next few days, while you're waiting on your beads to dry, just leave them in a high traffic area of your house. So every time you go by them, just give them a shake, because you want to make sure that it's all distributing evenly. I usually just leave mine on the kitchen counter, and I tell the kids, hey, when y'all pass this, give it a shake. They like it, and you just want to, you know, make sure you're shaking it every so often to make sure it's staying distributed evenly. I've already done one. So this is what it'll look like when it's all dry. See, it just moves around in there easily and nothing's sticking anymore. That only took about 24 hours. All right. So after your beads are all dry and ready to go, get your cookie sheet. Turn your oven to 350 degrees, and you want to make sure it is completely warmed up before you put your air fresheners in, because you don't want to put it in while the oven is still warm, because they're going to cook really quickly, and so you want to make sure it's already at temperature when you put them in. Alright, so get your cookie cutter. I'm going to go with the pineapple this time. And I've already made some other scents. I've already made, this one's leather. This is vanilla. I mixed the red and blue, make purple. This is the vanilla one. I've also got one that's called Love Spell. It's supposed to taste like, not taste, you don't want to eat it. It's supposed to smell like the Victoria's Secret perfume. Alright, so get your baking pan. Get your cookie cutter on there. You're going to need a nail that has a flat top. You know. And the reason you need this is because it's going to sit upside down on your cooking board, your cookie cutter, and that's what's actually going to make your hole in your air freshener. So, go ahead and put that there. Take your beads, and you're going to fill it up about 3/4 of the way full. I'm going to show it to you. Put it in there. Smooth it around evenly. I'm going to get you a better shot. Hold on 1 second. Get you a better shot. Let me look. Alright, so just kind of pat it down, make sure it's all even, make sure it gets all the way to the edges. There we go. There we go. See, it's all in. Make sure it's all in your little points up here. Alright, this is your roofing nail. It will stay in there the whole time. That's what's going to make your hole. So after you've got it all in, and you can do more than one on a sheet. After you've got it all in, you put it in the oven at 350 for between 5 and 7 minutes. I would set your timer at 5 minutes, check it, and I'll show you what it should look like. My oven takes about 7 minutes, but your oven may work faster, so start at 5 minutes. Don't walk away from it. Don't start another project. Stay by this because you do not want to overcook it. You guys, mine have been cooking for about 5 minutes. Let me just show you how they look. If you look at the middle, you'll see that they don't look wet. They kind of look the same way they did when they went in, but the edges are starting to get wet and darker. So that means they're not quite done yet. You want it to all look the way that it looks right here on the edge. So like I said, mine usually takes about 7 minutes. So I'm going to put it back in for 2 more minutes. Alright, so mine cooked for about 7 minutes and I just took it out. And you'll notice the edges is all a really dark royal blue. The middle is still a little bit light, but it is all wet. That's the only way I know how to describe it. You know, you can tell it's been cooked and it's kind of melty. So now we're just going to leave it here on the cooking pan and let it cool off for a few minutes. Then we'll pop it out of the cookie cutter. Okay, so this has been cooling for about 8 minutes. And now I'm just going to pop it right out. Alright, you see it comes right off the pan just easily. The bottom's going to look nice and flat like this. And the other side's still going to be bumpy. And then you just give it a little squeeze and pop it right out. It should come out pretty easily. See how it's coming right out. I'm going to be kind of slow right here just because I want to make sure I don't break these. It's going to feel real rubbery. now it's all out. I actually was a lot more gentle with that than I needed to be, just because I wanted to make sure I didn't break any of the tops of my pineapple. And then for your screw, you just push it out. And it's out. And this is what we're going to put our string through to hang it with. Let me get a piece of string. If you look closely at it, you can see how the edges, some of the edges are kind of pointed up like that. That's called peaking. And the longer that you have to cook it for, let me see if I can turn to the side, you might see it better. The longer you have to cook it for, the more peaking you're going to get. And since my oven makes me go for 7 minutes, I get a lot of that on edge. So you can just take that and just trim it right off to make you have a nice smooth edge. So just go around the edges and just kind of trim that up, make it nice and smooth edge. I should probably have a little sharper scissors, but it comes off real easy. And this is real flexible. See, it's like real rubbery. You can hang these right on your rearview mirror in your car, and you know, you don't have to worry about them melting. I wouldn't lay them on your dashboard because, you know, they can heat up if you live in a really hot climate. And then I guess they could melt and stick to your dashboard. But I live in South Louisiana, and we have plenty of temperatures in the 90s and the 100s. And I haven't had any melt on me yet, but there's my PSA. I guess it could happen. Like I said, I'm just going to go around the edge and just make my edge as smooth as I can. Alright, after you've gotten it to where you're happy with your edges, I just have an old ribbon. I have plenty of extra ribbon around. Just thread it through a hole. And voila, your baby is ready to hang. These are great gift ideas. Maybe if you're having a kid's birthday party, this could be in your little grab bag, or my daughter likes these in her locker at school. You can make them all kinds of fun shapes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope they were easy to understand instructions and that you get to make you some air fresheners soon. If you have any questions about the process, just send me a little comment below and I'll be happy to help you out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Just click that little red subscribe button. If you want a notification whenever I upload a new video, just hit the little bell right next to it and it will send you a notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye.